Panelists standing by. Thomas Savage joins us, research fellow at the American Institute for Economic Research. Brandon Arnold is here, executive VP at the National Taxpayers Union. Guys, welcome and thanks for coming on. All right, Thomas, talk me through what happened with the markets. Do you link it to the shutdown?
Well, I think part of it is linked to the shutdown, especially that markets are kind of waiting for this huge amount of data that we've kind of been in the dark about, whether it's jobs reports or other things that the government is supposed to be producing. But unfortunately, it didn't come out because we had this long shutdown, and many folks in the market are worried about that. And I think there's also some worry too about whether or not another rate cut is going to happen from the Fed as well. And it's just a lot of uncertainty that we're seeing there. And even something as, the uncertainty in trade, you hear the news about about pasta, Italian pasta getting a huge tariff slapped on it. Although nothing's been officially announced, it feels like there's an axe over people's heads.
Yeah, I understand that. When you mentioned, obviously, the CBO, getting some of the inflation report data, the wholesale, both consumer and wholesale. So that could have a big impact on uncertainty. That makes a lot of sense. I want to talk about the sell-off that was happening with the NASDAQ, with tech companies. This is especially prevalent with AI on the scene, artificial intelligence companies. Is it because of concerns over stretch valuations, or is it many investors trying to make a quick buck, seeing the prices are up? This is the good time to pull back a bit. Brandon, what are you seeing here?
Well, I think a lot of the enthusiasm about AI was predicated on the notion that we're going to have a lot of integration of AI in our work lives, in our personal lives, and there's a consensus view around that, but we've never really started asking those deeper questions about profitability. Just because we're utilizing AI more doesn't mean companies are getting richer off it necessarily, doesn't mean that the economy is growing exponentially as a lot of people expected. And now people are asking some tougher questions about that. I don't know exactly where we're going to land in that space, but those questions, I think, have led to a devaluation in the markets that we're seeing right now. And people have to still figure out how are these companies going to make massive amounts of profits off of AI. It's a question that needs to be resolved.
Yeah, Dow's down about 400 points, but the day's just getting started, so we'll see where it ends up. You mentioned it, Thomas, the pasta prices could be going up. The Commerce Department, though, says it's an effort really to level the playing field for American companies. But the idea of tariff rates on imported pasta from 13 major Italian companies could increase as high as 107% starting as early as January. It means the cost of Italian pasta could be more than double for consumers in the U.S. That's the concern. Coldiretti, one of Italy's largest agricultural organizations, said in a statement that the tariffs mean that exports of pasta to the U.S., quote, would be virtually wiped out, erasing years of growth and investment along the entire supply chain. What do you think about this? What does this mean for consumers?
Well, unfortunately, I think this means higher prices at the grocery store, or if the prices don't get passed on to the price tag themselves, there'll just be shortages. You'll see empty shelves there. And, many folks who, see this as basically a cornerstone of their diet are really going to be hard pressed.
Is Olive Garden now going to become fine dining? I mean, is that what we're looking at here? Unlimited breadsticks, but limited pasta now. You got to watch out. See,
there may be an upper limit. We may find the limit there.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Thomas Savage, Brandon Arnold. Thank you both. Great to see you. All right. The Justice Department.